Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to take that huge stack of research on, really complex topics and just pull out the most important bits to help you fast. Today, we are tackling a question that's been on every gym floor forever.
Oh, yeah.
Strength training or cardio? Which one should you be doing?
It's the classic debate.
It is. And it's not just some philosophical thing. It's about how you spend your time, your energy. So we've pulled together a ton of research to really understand the unique benefits of each, to help you figure out your own workouts.
Yeah.
Whether your goal is, say, weight loss or building muscle or just better heart health.
And it's so important because most people are just confused. They think cardio burns calories, so that must be better for losing weight. And while that's true, it's also, it's misleading.
Misleading how?
You're not just comparing two exercises. You're comparing two totally different ways your body adapts. It's the immediate, right now calorie burn versus a deep, long-term metabolic shift.
Okay, that's a great way to frame it.
And understanding that difference, that's really the mission here.
Okay, so let's unpack that, starting with strength training. The foundational investment, as you put it.
Mm.
When we think of lifting weights, the first thing is obviously building muscle. But what does that actually do for you long term, beyond just, how you look?
It's all about upgrading our body's entire operating system. What's so fascinating is that building lean muscle, it literally forces your body to use more energy just to exist.
Right.
This baseline energy cost is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. And muscle tissue is just way more metabolically expensive than fat tissue, even when you're just sitting on the couch.
So we're not just talking about the calories burned while you're in the gym lifting for 30 minutes.
No.
This is a permanent, long-term upgrade. You're basically raising the cost of living for your body, making you burn more calories 24/7.
Precisely. That change in your BMR is the huge foundational benefit. But there's another really cool concept the sources point to that explains the afterburn. It's called EPOC.
EPA?
Yeah, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. It's a bit technical, but it just means your body keeps burning extra calories for hours, sometimes up to 2 days after you've finished your workout.
So the recovery itself is a workout?
In a way, yes. Repairing those tiny micro tears in your muscles, getting your system back to normal, that all takes energy. That's a significant ongoing calorie burning event.
So you get the passive burn from a higher BMR and then this residual recovery burn from EPOF.
Exactly. And that combination is what makes strength training such a powerful engine for long-term weight management.
Okay, but it's not just about burning calories. The sources pointed to other huge benefits, especially for longevity.
Right. Two really critical ones. First, it strengthens your bones. This is all about your structural integrity. When you lift weights, your muscles pull on your bones, and that stress signals your body to lay down new bone material.
That stress loading is so key. So it's an active way to prevent things from going wrong later?
Absolutely. You're improving your bone mineral density, which directly cuts your risk of things like osteoporosis, especially as you age. It's not about vanity. It's about making your body harder to break.
Harder to break. I like that. What's the second point?
Enhanced stability. Strength training, especially big multi-joint movements, forces all those little stabilizing muscles around your joints, your knees, your hips, your spine to work together.
So you're not just getting bigger biceps, you're getting functional resilience.
That's the perfect term for it. This stability stops all those tiny bad movements that lead to strains and injuries. You're basically building a body that can handle a surprise, like, tripping on the sidewalk or lifting something heavy without thinking. That's real-world resilience.
Okay, so the case for strength training is, it's incredibly strong. The long-term structural impact is clear. But sometimes you just need that immediate payoff, right? Especially if you're trying to lose weight.
Right.
Which brings us to cardio. How do the sources square that immediate calorie burn with the long-term impact of strength training?
It all comes down to the efficiency of the burn during the activity. Cardio is designed, by its very nature, to maximize how much energy you're using in real time.
So if my goal is to burn the most calories possible today,
a 60-minute run is probably your fastest way to get there. The research is clear. It's incredibly effective for creating a quick calorie deficit, which is what you need for, acute weight loss.
And beyond just burning calories, there's the endurance boost. I mean, that
Yep.
makes everything in life easier, from climbing stairs to just playing with your kids without feeling completely gassed.
You're not running on empty all the time. But even more critical is the heart health benefit. I mean, this is the undisputed champion.
Right.
Cardio trains your whole cardiovascular system to be more efficient. Your heart gets stronger, it pumps more blood with each beat, so your resting heart rate goes down. It's just essential for cutting your risk of heart disease.
And the sources also got into the different types of cardio, right? It's not just about going for a jog.
Exactly. That's where it gets more nuanced. You have Lët'z, low intensity steady state, which is great for building an endurance base. And then you have HIIT.
High intensity interval training.
Yep. And those HIIT sessions, they're shorter, but they are incredibly effective at improving your VO2 max.
Which is?
Basically, your body's max capacity to use oxygen when you're working hard. And that number is one of the single best predictors of longevity.
Wow. Okay. And we can't forget the mental side of it, that feeling you get after a good run.
The endorphin rush.
Yes.
It's an immediate mood boost. Those endorphins are natural chemicals that they make you feel good, they reduce stress, they reduce pain. An intense cardio session is like a rapid-fire biochemical stress reliever.
So you get the physical health and the immediate mental relief.
It's a dual benefit, for sure.
Okay, so this brings us back to the big question everyone always asks. For weight loss, which one wins? We have strength training, which changes your body's engine long-term with BMR and EPSE. And then we have cardio, which is this massive immediate calorie burn. It feels like we can't keep framing this as a competition.
We shouldn't. The key takeaway from all the research is that you're managing two different things at once. Cardio is like making a huge withdrawal from your calorie account right now.
Okay.
Strength training is restructuring your entire financial foundation so your system just inherently runs hotter, burning more calories every single hour of the day.
That makes so much sense. So if your goal is, say, rapid weight loss for an event, you might lean on cardio for that immediate deficit.
You might.
But for sustainable weight management over the next 10 years, that metabolic upgrade from strength training becomes the core investment.
Absolutely. For the best results, the sources are all in agreement. You have to integrate them. You need the synergy. You want to build the engine and improve its fuel delivery system at the same time.
And the sources gave a really specific starting point, a ratio to follow. They suggested strength training 4 times a week and cardio just once a week.
Yeah.
Now, that seems really skewed towards strength training. Why so heavy on the weights?
It does seem skewed, but it's about prioritization. Building muscle requires progressive overload and enough time to recover, and that just takes more focused, frequent sessions. That 4-to-1 ratio is all about dedicating maximum time to building and maintaining that metabolically active tissue.
And the one cardio session.
That's your weekly tune-up. It's enough to keep your cardiovascular system efficient without getting in the way of your muscle recovery and growth.
That's great guidance. But what if you're super busy? What if you don't have 5 days a week? That's where hybrid workouts come in.
Exactly. Hybrid workouts, especially things like circuit training, are the ultimate efficiency hack.
How so?
Well, think about it. When you move quickly from one strength move to the next, like from kettlebell swings to lunges to box jumps with almost no rest, you're doing resistance work, but your heart rate stays high the whole time.
So you're blurring the line.
You're blurring the lines. You get the muscle stimulation you need for strength, and you get the high calorie burn of cardio. It's like you're making every single minute count double.
You're getting the muscle building, the bone strengthening, and the cardio conditioning all in one shot.
All in one efficient session. For someone who only has, say, 3 or 4 hours a week to train, it's a game changer. It's about being strategic with your time, not just working harder.
It's amazing how this conversation really evolves beyond just lifting versus running. The conclusion is so clear. You need both. Strength training for resilience and that metabolic boost, and cardio for your heart and that immediate energy burn. It's not a competition.
It's a necessary partnership.
Exactly.
And if we pull back to that bigger picture, it's all about synergy. You're combining the stability and durability from strength training with the endurance from cardio. This blend. It doesn't just make you better in the gym, it makes you more capable in life.
So a final thought for you to take away.
Yeah, let's think about how you apply this. We've said hybrid workouts are super time efficient, but optimal adaptation often requires focus. So if you only have 3 hours a week, is the synergistic effect of a hybrid circuit really better than 2 focused heavy strength days and 1 really intense HIIT session?
Oh, that's a choice.
It's a strategic choice. Do you optimize for adaptation or do you maximize time efficiency? And that is the final choice that this deep dive should help you make as you plan out your next week.